Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tessie and today we are going to be making a peplum blouse. If you're new to the channel, you're welcome. If you're yet to subscribe, kindly do that and let's get right into the video. So guys, I'll be making use of this fabric. I have 3.5 yards, so you need 3 or 3.5 yards depending on your size. Now to cut out the flare, we'll be doing some calculation. Now you have to determine the type of flare you want. I'm going to be listing out the different types of flare. So for the first one, we have the 360-degree flare. Now to cut out the 360-degree flare, you need to divide your waist measurements divided by 4. So the waist I'm working with is 26 inches. So 26 inches divided by 4 will give us 6.5. So the next one is the 720-degree flare. So it's going to be the waist divided by 8. So the waist I'm working with is 26 inches. So I'm dividing 26 by 8, which will give us 3.25. So the next one is 1440-degree flare. So it's going to be the waist divided by 16. So the waist is 26 inches. 26 divided by 16 will give me 1.625. So guys, when cutting out your fabric for a 360-degree flare, you're going to be cutting just one pieces. Then for 720-degree flare, when cutting your fabric, you're going to be cutting out 2 pieces. So guys, for a 1440-degree flare, we're going to be cutting out 4 pieces. So for this, you're cutting out 4 pieces. For this, you're cutting out 2, and for this, you're cutting out 1. So guys, I'll fold my pattern paper into 2 and then fold it into 2 again. So that's how you fold your fabric. I just want to use a pattern to cut first. So I'll fold it into 2 and fold it into 2 again. So I'm going to be using the 1440-degree flare. So I'll be taking my waist divided by 16, which gave me 1.625. I'm not going to be using this exact 1.625. I'm going to be adding to it because I want the waistline area to be much so that I can pleat around that waist area. But if you don't want your pleating too much, just use the exact 1.625. Hope you understand. So for me, I'm just going to be using 2 inches. So I'll place my tape this way and chalk 2 inches round. So I'm just going to chalk 2 inches. Then after doing that, I'll go ahead now to connect the dots together. So guys, what I'll be doing next is chalking the length of my flare. So now after taking my half length, I want the flare to be 7 inches long. But I'll be adding extra 1 inch for folding and joining allowance. So I'm going to be chalking 8 inches at this point. So to get an equal line, I'll place my tape at the starting point and check what I have. I have 10.5 inches at that point. So I'm going to be chalking 10.5 inches all around. So I'll go ahead now to chalk 10.5 inches. After doing that, I'll be connecting my dots together. So guys, we are good to go with the flare. I'll go ahead now to cut out my pattern. So guys, after cutting out the pattern, when you open it up, this is what it looks like. Like I said initially, I'm making use of a 1440-degree flare. I'm going to be cutting out 4 pieces. So I'll go ahead now to fold my fabric and then cut out. So just watch what I'm doing.
Close your eyes for a minute, close your eyes for a second. I won't change my.
So guys, after cutting out my fabric, as you can see, for the Ankara I have 4 pieces, and I've also gone ahead to cut out my lining piece, and I also cut out 4 pieces as well. So guys, for the interfacing, I'm going to be using a paper stay. We have different types of paper stay, this one and the other soft one at the end. So I'm going to be using this thick one on the main fabric. It's a bit thicker than the soft one. Then I'll use this on the lining piece. So you can choose to use a thicker interfacing or a lighter one depending on how thick you want your peplum to be. So I'll go ahead now to iron my paper stay on the main fabric. I'm just going to open it up and place it this way and give it a very good press. I'll do the same thing for all the piece and the lining as well. After ironing, this is what it looks like. So I'm just going to use my scissors to open one of the sides. So I'll do the same thing for all the fabric. I'm going to open the sides. So guys, I'll also open up the lining piece as well. So what I'll be doing next is joining the Ankara pieces together. So I'm just going to place it this way and join the pieces together. So I'll be joining using half inch all the way down. Then I'll join the other pieces as well. And I'll do the same thing for the lining piece as well. After joining, this is what it looks like. As you can see, I'm just going to place my lining on the main fabric, right side facing each other. You can go ahead to pin it down. So I'm just going to place it together. Then after doing that, I'm going to be stitching at the down part using half inch all around. Then I'll turn it inside out. After stitching and turning, this is what it looks like for now. So we're working on the top part. Then for the top part, I'm going to be using a princess that bustier. I have several videos on how to achieve this. I will drop the link for you guys to watch. I'm really not going to be emphasizing on the top parts. So guys, after cutting out my bustier, as you can see, I've gone ahead to add my wadding and my paper stay on the main fabric, and also added paper stay on the lining. So what I'll be doing is joining the piece together. So I'll go ahead now to place them right side facing each other and stitch using half inch. I'll do the same thing on this side and also do the same thing on the lining piece and also at the back. So I've gone ahead to shape my bustier. This is what it looks like. I'm just going to open up the zip allowance area at the back. So guys, to attach my flare on the bustier, I'll go ahead now to check what I have all around the waist. After checking what I have all around the waist, I'm going to be pleating my flare. Like I said, I want my flare very full, so that's why the waistline area is a bit big in order for me to pleat. Hope you understand. I said it earlier when drafting out the flare. So I'm going to pleat my flare to have my exact waist measurement. That's what we measured earlier. So I'm just going to use my pin to pin it down. So you can choose to pleat in any form that you like, or depend on how you want your pleat to look. So I'm just going to be pleating and pinning. Then I will cross check if I have my waist measurement all round. So we are good to go. So what we'll be doing next is attaching the flare to the bustier. So I'm just going to place it right side facing each other and then stitch using half inch. After doing that, this is what it looks like, as you can see. So guys, for the sleeve, you can choose to add any sleeve of your choice. My client requested for this particular sleeve, which I have the tutorial on my channel. I'm going to drop it on the description box. You should check that out. So I'm going to be attaching my sleeve to the dress. So I'll go ahead now to place my sleeve this way and then attach it to the dress. So guys, after attaching my sleeve to the dress, this is what it looks like. So what I'll be doing next is adding my zipper to it. So I'll add the zipper and show us the end result. So guys, this is the end result. My client is yet to come for fitting, but I told one of my girls to put it on for us to see what it looks like, and this is it. This is what it looks like, and this is the back view. Hope this tutorial was helpful. Please do not forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, drop a comment, and I'll see you guys in my next video. For now, bye.